Okay, here we go. This is the 1965 SE1 I purchased a few weeks ago. It's priming a little bit. This one has comparatively had very few steamings. It's in very good condition indeed. Paint's very crisp, boiler's got still lots of lacquer on there, and it is exceptionally stiff actually, so I've had to give it a liberal oiling in order to get this one to actually perform, but it seems to be okay now. I probably won't steam this one a great deal because I want to try and keep it as clean and mint as possible. So essentially this one's a 1965 SE1. You can tell because we've got a mintier green on the engine frame. We've got the eyelets, which were around about 65, the eyelet type rivets. And also you can't see obviously because it's turning very fast. It's got an SE3, if I stop that, an SE3 type crank. By 67 they were economising and using the much more cut down sort of cranks that we see today without any of the embellishments of Mamod or embossing or debossing on there. But a nice little engine nonetheless. And it's taken a little while to go because the lamp I'm using is a more worn one. As you see, the lamp here is very new indeed. It hasn't been used a great deal, and that's the lamp for this engine. So there you have it. It's making a little bit more noise than probably some would, for the simple fact it isn't running particularly well at all. Just come around. You see it's producing a nice plume of steam. It's quite cold in here today. Plenty of oil. They still at this point have these nice felt oiling systems which they used on the SE3, which were dropped though when we had the SE1A and SE2A. It's a much more simplified engine block, and in some respects a step backwards because these work exceptionally well, the little felt oilers, which ensure that the port face and to some degree the actual the inlet piston, the inlet port rather, receives a little dose of oil as well. Very simple engines, no whistles, no regulators. I do like them for their just classic simplicity and very few things to actually go wrong. Nothing to leak such as a regulator or a whistle, and they steam exceptionally well, as this one's demonstrating. I'll just get the camera at a nice angle. You can see by now that the rim of the flywheel become a lot thinner as opposed to those lovely, much chunkier 1950s types. But essentially it's still got a lot of heritage going back to earlier engines, in as much as that we've still got a union nut on the steam pipe which dated right back to the earliest days of Mamod, and at this stage we still have a superheated steam pipe here which had been around in the range since about 1949. This was soon to disappear when we had the much more rationalised pipe work, with the pipe coming straight out and going straight into the piston. So there you have it. Not much more to say. A very nice crisp little 65 SE1. This one came with its own box and inner packaging. So he'll be going back inside after this particular steaming. So I'll just let you enjoy a few minutes of this fine little engine doing what it does best.